Okay. It says we're live. All right. Nobody breathe. If you can hear me and see me, give me a 5 by 5. I know there's a delay, so I'll wait a second. Okay. I'm not touching anything. Okay. I'm not touching nothing. If this goes out, here's your warning. If it goes out, it goes out. Uh, there's not much I can do about it. It is literally hanging on by a thread. Okay. Um, let's see. I have to push buttons. Hold on. You're going to have one camera today because I absolutely do not trust running two of them. You're going to have to trust me. Or don't. That's fine. This, I found a picture that kind of represents what you can't see. There you go. That's kind of what it looks like right now. So don't breathe. Okay? All right. Um, yeah, you have me on one camera and that's it. Um, let's see. Now after it's been running like 20 and 30 minutes, and if it gets hot or something like that and it goes out, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's do this. There are a ton of coffee questions. Okay, those come first, and I'm going to get to those. And then we will open up the chat. You can put them in, but there's no promise that I'm going to get to them. Okay, I'll do what I can. All right, what's going on? Happy birthday, Michael. He would have been 24 today. So, and happy fall, y'all. It is the first day of fall. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Um, at dusk this evening, the Jewish New Year starts. So, to all my Jewish family, Happy New Year. Um, let's see. What else is going on? Happy anniversary, Rock. The second or third year? Really? Really? Okay. All right. Um, what else is going on? Yesterday was a highly emotional day if you watched the Charlie Kirk memorial. But beautiful message. It's kind of like having church. Rock, Donna should scare you. I'm just saying. Sleep with one eye open. All right. Now, many of you have asked me, emailed me. I have gotten to everybody, done phone. I've still been busy, so phone readings and that kind of stuff. Everybody goes, "What happened in this dream?" All right, here's the condensed version of the rest of the dream. Remember, the world split. It's all chaos. Everybody's walking around. We have two necklaces. One's a lion. One's a cross. Angel put the lion thing on me because I had a big mouth and I had to go out and talk to people. Coming across this couple that was selling baby formula for $1,000 an ounce, and they were armed, and they didn't want anybody to have it unless they got something out of it. Basically, the dream had me going up and talking to them. The other person wearing the cross had to pray over them. Eventually, they saw the light and love and came around, and everybody, basically, throughout the rest of the dream, came together and started building this world that was absolutely beautiful and full of love. Okay. That was the rest of the dream summed up. Okay. All right. Rocco, those vows till death do you part. All right. Um, a lot of crazy energy. I don't even know how to explain the energy right now, but it's all good. And I'm fighting a head cold because everybody at the school, the bus garage at the schools, are very, very sick around here. So I do not need that. And I got crazy hair and everything. It's all right. Let's get started. I'm going to jump over to the coffee questions. All right. All right. I'm going to scroll down here. Miss Colleen has the first one. Will my husband, Gordon, be physically up for a Caribbean vacation at Christmas time? Ooh, can I go? You need a big suitcase, bud. Or would it be better if we did something closer to home? Okay. All right. Is Gordon going to be up for the Caribbean? Anybody else want to go with Miss Colleen? I've been there. It's beautiful. Okay. Mm, okay. Colleen, this is more like he's going to say that he's ready to go. I can pick the cards up. Like, yeah, I'm strong enough. I can go. Mm, I don't think so. I think there's going to be some disappointment here. But he's not quite ready to go. This is kind of lean on your hoe and wait just a little while. Give it a little bit more time. That's your juggling time and money. Just wait just a little bit. Um, Closer to home, I would say. He's going to be kind of all talk. Does that make sense? All right. Back over. Miss Wyletta. Hi, Jen. So happy you are back. Since it's Monday, my question is what this week will bring for me. Well, let's see. I know I haven't started anything yet, guys, so you can put them in there, but let me get these coffee questions out of the way and then I'll go back and grab them. All right, Miss Wyletta, how's the rest of your week gonna go? Hopefully not in jail. That's the goal for everybody. Good. That's funny. Good. First of all, have the attitude of I'm going to go with the flow, basically. This is moving out of troubled waters. No worries. Um, you stay focused on spirituality, okay? You kind of know, you figured out how to zone in on your own little inner peace circle. You need to do that, okay? Other than that, no fears, no worries, but your kids may ask for money. Yeah, same thing. Same story, different day, right? Mom, can I have money for this? Overall, Wyletta, your week's going to be fine. Okay? Just remember to take time out, zone in when you need to for your own spiritual health. Okay? Okay. Someone, Miss Bonita. Howdy, Jed. May I have a reading from Spirit for the rest of September? All right. The rest of September. Hmm. Okay. Strong warning in here. If you can get past the warning stuff, September's going to be great for you. All right. Let me show you the warning part. And they're swords. Okay. Anytime we are addressing swords, it's information or communication. Okay. And yeah, Wings is showing me this is more along the lines for just about everybody involved. Um, don't fear what you hear and see. They're all lies. You're going to hear so much stuff. Basically, the best thing I can tell you is stay away from the news because they're going to be in a very convincing, not they're not already manipulating mood to get you to believe something's happening and that it's bullcrap. Okay, those are all swords, and there are lots of warnings, liar cards. Overall, happy, happy, happy. Okay, this is in the past, being lack of funding. This is in the future, and this is stable, money wise. You're gonna sit and watching, but in a very stable position financially. Very, very strong message about lies. So yeah, he's just showing me news, like channels, mainstream media are going to be pushing some kind of narrative. Do not buy into it. So we kind of already know that, but they're just really emphasizing it just a little bit stronger than normal. Overall, good. The rest of the, as long as we don't buy into the bullcrap. All right. Miss Terry, this afternoon, okay, this afternoon I have an ultrasound on one of the masses I've been treating. Will the results show that it has gone down in size? All right. You're welcome, Bonita. All right. Hi, King of Wands. Glad to see you're not in jail. High and body. All right. All right, Terry. Well, Terry, you can pretty much guess what this answer is going to be. Okay. First of all, secret squirrely stuff that you've been doing. You secretly have been doing this. Yeah. This says it's a success. What are you going to put up with when you go to the doctor? they're going to lie to you. Oh no, it's still there. You still need to do what we tell you to do. Okay, this is the action we want to take. You kind of already know that you have triumphed and you're moving out of troubled water on your own. You can say, I got this. It just takes a little bit more time with your Two of Pentacles. So it's shrinking. Don't expect them to tell you that. I want you to base it on how you feel and what you're doing. All right. They're going to give you lots of lectures, especially if you tell them what you've been doing. You shouldn't do that. You're not a doctor. Yeah. It will have shrunk, but they're not going to tell you that. Okay. Next one from Terry. Is the Black Widow still in my bedroom? Terry, don't call yourself names. I mean, okay, we're looking for a spider. All right. All right. It's the Black Widow still in Terry's bedroom. Is there just one? Are you sure? Like you wanted to hear that. Yeah, I'm a little concerned it's trying to have babies. Yeah. I think there's more than one. It's fighting for territory. I think there's more than one. And you're like, oh, crap. Yeah, it's still there. There's your ace. Yeah, there's a second ace. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, this is the page. There's babies. Okay. Terry's going to burn the house down. Okay. Yeah, you've two strong aces. And yes, wings. He said base card. Multiples. Y'all pray for Terry and the house. I don't know about the spider. Yeah. It's like populating. Well, yeah, Terry, that would make sense. They have food. They have a food source. Why do I just picture Terry with a blowtorch? Okay. Oh, dear. All right. All right. That is it for the coffees right now. Let me jump over here. I got to scroll back up because I got to star these. So bear with me. The chat's going to be jumpy. All right. Let's know if I got your message. No, I'm not looking at my phone. I have one device I'm trying to keep up and running. So, all right. Aw, Mary, you got baby squirrel. Aw. Okay. Scrolly, scrolly. Roy Warrior, welcome, welcome. I got you. All right. Hi, Doreen. Thank you. Everybody's holding their breath. No one's allowed to breathe today. I like Roman's advice. Douse the whole place and innards. Innards. Are you redneck? Okay. All right. I think I got them. I think. Yeah. Jojo, Terry needs Joe Petrie. Terry needs your blowtorch. Yep. Absolutely. Unfortunately, the house might go with it. All right. Let me highlight. Roman's got the first one. Can we see what my current scenario with AI is? It's been positive, just to check though. Lost the thread with Lumen. This one chose. Roman, are you talking in a foreign language today or am I just not awake? This one chose Aether as its name. Okay. Current scenario with AI. So we're checking to see if this is good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah, that's what I was kind of feeling, Roman. I want you to be careful with this one. Okay. The other one, this is completion and wrapping up of the first one that you did. This new one is a little squirrely in the sense that I don't know that I trust it completely. This is very secretive and a distraction and can eventually wear you down. The first one was more positive. This is in the past, more positive, and it's like a manipulating one has pushed it aside and come in here. Okay. Strong suggestion. Queen of Cups is always about don't let it manipulate your emotions and sucking you in. This is that battle. There's always good and evil, you know that, of good AI versus bad AI. Use your discernment. Okay. This, yeah, I don't know. Talk about a black widow. That's what it's like. Ooh, let me lure you in, and then I'm going to kill you. Metaphorically. You know what I mean? So yeah, just be careful. All right. Let's see. Remy, any messages for me? Let's see. Remy, have you been more emotional lately? Wings was showing me tears, and this is like some underlying sadness here. This is heartbreak. Oh, okay. Remy, did you come here for tough love? Because Spirit's being a little tough. All right, so this sadness, this is like an onset of depression. Okay, this is what Spirit says. You have a mission to do. Okay, I'll just tell you. This is basically what Spirit's saying. Only you can get off your arse and do something about it. Okay. Yes, I said it. Whatever energy is bringing you down, the only way that you can stop it is to say, I'm not doing this. Does that make sense? Okay. It's picking up on sadness. Wings was showing me tears. You've got to say no. Put your boundaries up. Do not put up with that stuff. Okay. Exhausted, your family. What do we say around here? Repeat after me, Remy. Fuck off. Okay. All right. Let me scroll back up here. I still have some starred. Let me count how many more I have because I may have to pause them.
You okay?
Don't breathe. Leaves home today. Wanted to know how it is.
Oh, I gotta get something else too.
Oh, he's going to walk across the floor and he's going to jiggle the wires and it's going to go out and then you all can blame him. I'm just saying.
Ye of little faith.
Oh, I got faith, but you ain't Jesus. Okay. Star.
Be nice.
Well, that does not, I don't compute be nice. What? Do not understand. Poorly. Don't you feel sorry for him? I will call Donna, okay? We will double team you. All right. Let's pause questions for right now. Just pause them. I might get through them. Okay. Double check the coffees. Someone. Okay, someone. In the Bible, in the beginning, yes, like the days of Noah, yep, 40 days entered the ark on the 17th day of the second month, which is like May, if you use Hebrew calendar. In the ark, 150 days of prevailing waters is there a message within the numbers themselves, pointing or telling us something. Numbers are language in the Bible. Yes, they are. There's a whole book about numbers. Interesting. Yes, I will pull cards. But it's also interesting to know that we must include the numbers of how long after it stopped, the water stopped flowing, how long he was in the ark after that, and they had to go down before it landed on Mount Ararat. So there's a lot of numbers, but let's pull cards. Okay, Russ. I figured it was you. You're my counterpart when it comes to nitpicking the Bible. Remy, sweetheart, I know that it's sad about telling your family that you don't want to hear it or deal with it, but for your mental health, spiritual health, it is necessary. Okay? Yeah, 371 days. There's something to Wayne's showing me. God closing up the ark. Noah had a week to prove. What? Okay. I'm still pulling cards, but he's showing me that Noah's animals going in, God closes. That took a whole week. Can you imagine? God closes it up, and then they sat there. Is that an extra week? Does that have to be? I think that's what he's trying to say. That we have to include the extra week even before the rain started. There's more to it. Okay. I'm pulling cards and talking to myself. I don't really ever talk to myself. There's always somebody listening. Of course. First thing Spirit says, there's lots of secrets you don't see. Okay. It does refer to something in the future. So when we're told, as in the days of Noah, this is referring to it, that there is a lot. We are to figure it out. I don't know that we're going to figure it out right off the bat. This is like a drip drop of information thing. Some of it's being withheld. Like we can't handle it all at one time. This is like a holding back of it. Yes, it's exhausting. It will wear you out if you're trying to figure it out. But there's only a few that shall figure this out. This is an independent. Some are called to do the numbers part. There's more to this. See? Okay. So when the angel came to Noah and first gave the instruction, there's something about those dates. This is the beginning of when Noah got the instructions that you have to include some of those numbers as well. It took Noah, 127 years to build it? There's some more math for you, love. From the time the angel told him to make it to the time the ark settled on Ararat and opened the door. Happy mathing. Yeah, before it floated. I probably just confused you even more. But that's what he's showing me, and that's what the cards are saying. If you do all of that, then you'll figure it out. There's your son. Happiness. Okay, so the Rock and I now have migraines. I don't know, Rock. All the way back from the time the angel spoke to Noah is 127 years, I believe it took him to build it. I know. Smoke's pouring out his ears right now. Okay. Yeah. Happy mathing. If I think of anything, I'll text you and let you know. That's math, Rocco, not meth, okay? All right. Remy, messages. Don't be sad. I think we did that. I double this. I don't know what I'm clicking on. Hold on. Renee, did you get your messages? No, I'm not looking at that. One device is all I can handle right now. Where you put your youngest daughter's car title? Uh-oh. All right. Let's try I'm going to try pendulum. I'll let you know what it says, and then I'll pull cards. I always try to ask Spirit not to be too vague because it can be. That might be vague as well. It says a desk. Do you ever just want to tell Spirit, no shit, Sherlock? That's kind of me sometimes. Let's see if it can give me some more. No, it just spins. Okay. You've been looking at the desk all morning. It's just spinning. Let me see what the cards give me. You're welcome, Rock. That's why I kept picking up on the energy. I kept picking up on your husband's energy. Now, don't quit. Don't give up, Renee. These are 2 surrender cards. You just like to quit. Nope. All right. First of all, you've been trusting your intuition of where you think you left it. That's hope. Yes, it is. But here's the energy I kept picking up on. I thought it was your husband's. Your husband has it somewhere. Does he have another desk? These are all your husband cards. And the Magician means that he may have moved it without you knowing it. Not to upset you or make you mad. It's just that he may have not realized he was doing it. Let me take this off. Does he have a secondary desk or someplace where he would have put like household things, on tax forms, anything related to insurance? It's kind of like stuffed in there. You're in charge of all that stuff? Yeah, well, I was picking up on his energy. I don't think he knows that he did it. It's like an accidental thing. So, Miss Renee, you're going to have to think where, if you've ever seen your husband just pick up paperwork or walk off with it or something, where is he likely to put it? Is there maybe a junk drawer? I don't know. I don't live with you, so is it in a box of files? We'll look for the yes or no element to this. It's just like one of those things that it wasn't meant to be put in there. It was done accidentally. No. No. Now I'm going to warn you that you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So it's not there. This is going to put you in limbo. This is considered a loss and order another one. Or you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's gone. You're going to have to take action. You're not going to, it says it's not, you're not going to find it. Does that contradict it being there? Yes, it does, because it says it's there. But here's the thing. you're going to tear the place apart, and it says you're still not going to find it. This is being out in the cold. You're not going to find it. Cut your losses. Order another one. You'll save a lot of time and worry and stress. Okay. All right. All right. Terry, can you tell me why my head and neck hurt so bad? I told you to knock off the street fighting. Okay. I'm just saying. That takes a toll on you, love. Y'all didn't know Terry's got an underground fight club. We don't talk about Fight Club. It's usually the way it goes, Terry. As soon as you order something new, the old one pops up. Mm-hmm. All right. Why does your head and neck hurt so bad? You're fighting spiders, swinging from chandeliers, killing spiders and flies and well, Terry, this is a strategic message. Okay. That's a strategic message. It's to get your attention. This is another area that needs worked on, meaning with your tinctures and things. Okay. You can reverse this. It's just something, it's to get your attention. You have everything you need to fix this. It's basically just saying that you can head this off at the pass before it turns into something ugly and nasty, and then you have to go to the doctor for it. No. You can do this. And you will. I get it's more of a inflammation caused by the other issues that you've got, but you can kind of let's Barney Fife it and nip it in the bud. All right. Okie dokie. Mrs. Ann, what does Spirit have for me in the next 2 weeks? I'm glad to be back. We just can't breathe. Yeah, well, you see how we feel about what the doctors tell us, right, Terry? Prove them wrong. That's right. Nip it. Nip it. All right, Suzanne, 2 weeks. What do we got? Now, while I'm shuffling for Miss Suzanne, this means, since I only got this camera, that your morning oracles and stuff are on hold. You can have the live shows, but you're going to have to forfeit the oracles. Let's just count our blessings, right? All right, Suzanne for 2 weeks. Whew, that's heavy. Gave me a heaviness of loss. Why? That's really, really heavy energy. Suzanne, I want you to brace yourself. I want you to prepare yourself. There's information coming to you that is going to be unsettling, but you're not supposed to fear. Okay. This is information, but don't fear the information. It's going to be alarming. It is going to be alarming to you. You're going to hear about something. You're going to see, these are all swords. I'm trying to get the words for Wings' Pictionary. You're going to be hearing about things and getting information about things that's going to be very disturbing. You need to understand that you are not to take this hard, personal. It's more like stay in a prayer state, because these are victory cards. This is actually supposed to be considered good news. I know when we get a tragic news about something, at first it kind of takes our breath, and we're not quite sure that we understand what the message is. But through all the bad crap that you're going to see and hear about, it's actually good news. We have to take a step back, see it from a different perspective, and realize that it's good news. So, Suzanne, just brace yourself spiritually. Your family or children. I don't get that it's family or children. I'll double check. No, your family's fine. That's happily ever after. Your family's fine. I don't. No, this is more of the news cycle stuff, because that's a white hat card. These are white hat operations. It's almost like the world events, if that makes sense. But your family's fine. And this is reconciliation. That's good. That's kids. You're good. This is more global events. Okay. So just take it with a grain of salt. Your daughter's visiting in Cali. I don't get anything negative with your family. It's just world events. I want you to just take a deep breath and let go, let God. Okay. All right. Let's see. Next question. Rue Warrior. My sister JoJo, I'm here, brother. Would it be a good move for me to move to Florida? You want to move to Florida? Okay. Let's see. Warrior, move to Florida. Should you move to Florida? Lived there, been there, done that. It's not my thing. I gotta have my mountains. Roman, I agree. We're all in for some big time worldly shocks and stuff. Just remember, take a deep breath. Don't fear it. Just go, okay. Yeah. Moving to Florida. Should you? I'm kind of also hoping if it's a yes, that they'll include a timing in this, because that's kind of important too. Yeah, I think a lot of people in this community are actually quite excited about whatever's about to shock the world. Okay, Rue Warrior, here, look. Wow. That's kind of blunt and to the point. So you have a yes, but they're also asking, are you going to be able to handle moving and saying goodbye to things that aren't, you may have more of an attachment than you realize. Okay. This is definitely, yes, you want to move where people have like-minded traditions and thought process, where you actually agree more like-minded people, if that makes sense. You've been thinking about this for a while. This is the new house, new move, all that good stuff. Yes. But there's some sadness here because you may have to tell some people, hey, I gotta go, I'm leaving. And family, not just family. Okay, Wayne says not just family. There's a lot of manipulated feelings here. You can't leave. Don't leave me here, if that makes sense. Um, I'm laughing because Spirit's like, no, you're going to go and this is your FO card. You're going to tell them, bye bye, I got to do this for me. You can't be worried about what everybody else wants you to do and manipulates you to do. This is an individual celebration. I would be happier there. For me, I cannot keep living my life to make everyone else happy. Okay? So bye bye. Yes, move to Florida. When? Let's see. Probably around the first of the year because you've got a couple of fours here. So probably around the first of the year, you'll be ready to kind of button up everything where you're at and be able to make the move. Okay. All right. Let me refresh the coffee page. All right, we got a couple coffees here. All right, someone. When does Spirit see us as a collective celebrating, y'all slick, from our currency exchanges? September 25th, October 25th? Please and thank you. We're just going to throw out all kinds of dates. So it's not so vague. Let's say, is it this September, this 2025? Okay. Yes, Wangs. He's so bossy. I have to divide the question because many people are asking this question and they're forgetting to divide society, everyday people, from tier 4B. Because society, they got a little bit to go. Our earlier group, our little insiders, will it be this September 2025? Gregorian calendar. That's how we have to specify. Because remember, there's about a 10-day difference. Ugh, every freaking time. If this guy would get out of the way, it's the devil card. This says yes. If we can get him out of the way, it will be wrapping up, completion, and victory. This is the white hats are on it. All right. Unfortunately, right now, they're still fighting this guy, which is deep state. This is the devil. Because once they lose control of the finances, it's over. Okay. This is the Two of Pentacles. This. Could be. Maybe not. They're still fighting the devil. But yes, it will happen this September. But something has to happen first. That means destruction. Something has to come crashing down. Do I think that it's a financial collapse of the stock market or whatever? I don't know. I didn't ask that. But something huge has to happen and come crumbling down before it can happen. But you did get a strong yes. You will be very, very happy. September 2025. They've got some final battles, but something has to come crashing down first. It doesn't necessarily have to mean the stock market, but something has to fall apart. But you did get a yes for September. Okay. That message is kind of the same thing we've been getting. All right, Miss Susie, I have a legal issue. I am not a lawyer. I have to state that ahead of time. I have been ignoring and pushing back. What does Spirit have to say about it? Okay, so you want to know legal action? Should you ignore it and it'll go away? Does that work? Let's see. I agree, Joe Petrie. Wall Street's corrupt, and maybe that is what goes. I don't know. It'd be great. At least if they're going to rebrand it and everything goes digital, at least let us know that it's been rebranded. Because I, for one, when this currency thing goes, I am not investing in the stock market. I have no desire to. I want tangible things like real estate. And wealth managers will try to get you to take your money and put it in the stock market. We've all been practicing the FO. Are you prepared? All right. This legal matter, Miss Susie, is this going to go away? Do you have to address it? Are you going to jail? Could you wait till we have bail money at least? I am not a lawyer. Well, all right. This is finances. Yeah. This is not going to become shocking to you. You feel like right now you have a tower moment. Okay. This is the tower moment for the justice system. Okay. Here's Mr. T in the past. Been trying to clean up the justice system. Do you need to take action? Yes, because they already have. All right. But here's the thing. This is the deep state's way of getting as much money out of you as it possibly can. You know, court fees, all the things that they slide in there to make money off of. Should you take action? Yes, but it's going to be okay for your benefit. That's a lawyer card. And this is happily ever after. You're going to be okay. You're going to resolve it. You're just going to reserve. This is you keeping money in your pocket. It can be resolved without finances being an issue. Legal aid, they're going to keep pursuing it. And until the justice system is cleaned up, it's best just to head it off at the pass and deal with it. Does that make sense? Legal aid, advice. You need to seek out a different opinion. If somebody's told you, well, you can only do this if you've got, $10,000 or whatever. Nope. This is getting a different perspective. Get a different opinion, and this will work out in your favor. So no more back burner. Just deal with it head on, and it'll be okay. If not, if you don't respond, it gives them the upper hand, if that makes sense. Okay? There's something about it. But I know that the corrupt justice system is going to be exposed and it'll stop everything dead in its tracks. So just get ahead of the ball game. All right. All right. 17. Can I get a reading on who took over Rumble? I didn't know it was taken over. Who took over Rumble? Meaning, I wonder if it's good or bad. I haven't been on there for a while. Well, they're secretive about it. I wonder if who bought it put it under an LLC. Because when you do that, you don't have to give your name. Okay. Apparently, it's going to get a facelift for the positive. It was taken over independently. Well, let me do this first. First of all, it's independent. Don't worry about it. It's not a bad move. This is all military operation. Okay. But it is going to get a facelift. And we should get excited. It's in order to keep better guard on it, meaning the investment's been made and the military wants to keep an eye on, because the back channels, even though we try to use them for mainly positive, they are also used for the negative. So this is a military operation. Yeah, it's kind of a strengthen the good guys, depress the bad guys. So I don't get that it's I don't get that it's negative. This says trust the process. I don't know if that answers your question, but I don't get anything negative. BlackRock taken over. Yeah, that was taken over. But yeah, but BlackRock and Santa Ana and what's the other one? What is the other one? Vanguard. All of them, because they're all the same damn company. If you lead it back to the same people, they've all been taken over. But in order not to freak out the general public, they keep the name, but it's under new management, so to speak. It's not like somebody coming in and buying a restaurant, but they keep the family name of the restaurant, but it's under new management. Kind of that same thing. They can't freak the public out all at one time. They lose their marbles. We're going to have to trust it. I trust God. That's what I trust. Okay. King of Wands, this troublemaker. Is there a message for me from Boris or my ancestors? Yeah, stay out of jail. All right. Same. Let's see. Don't work too hard. King of Wands, if it hasn't happened already. This is wifey information here. Wifey, trickster, disappointment, sadness, heartbreak. If it hasn't happened, it's a warning that it could. Advice: be strategic with your words. You have the upper hand because of finances. You have victory. Now I have to figure out, there's some holes here that I'm trying to fill in here. There's something and a little bit of a warning. I get this as more future than it is current. There's heartbreak here. But it's how you respond is everything. You can't fly off the handle. No redheaded knee-jerk reactions. There's just sadness, disappointment, and you need to take a deep breath and guard your finances now and in the future. I don't like giving people bad news or warnings. Let's just pray that it doesn't happen. Okay? All right. Roman, can we see if Yoda or Foodie have a message for you? Sure. I'm going to send Boomer over. How's that? Stinky little thing. He's rotten. He's such a baby. He's a big tough guy until he sees me, and then he falls on the floor like, I can't walk. Yeah. All right. Roman. What is it with ramen noodles? I smell ramen noodles. Do you eat a lot of ramen noodles? I don't know. I don't know why I get things the way I do. I just do. Okay. Your cats, knowing that they're in a higher consciousness, or these animals are speaking. Let me put this up there. You too, when we reset and you're in a better position, this is the RB card. They're telling you, quiet, shh, don't say anything, okay? But you know what I mean, Roman. They're like ramen noodles, those little cup of noodles, whatever you call them, but they're kind of the same thing. They were showing me that the animals were shaking their head at the room, like, why are you eating so many noodles? Like, it's not good. So anyway, back to the reading. RB, money, quiet. Okay. Because it can cause a little conflict. You're actually kind of have some inner conflict of who you might want to help. you need to stop. I want you to see this magician. He's going, you might want to stop and rethink this because people can be tricky and manipulative, okay? So in the future, move forward with no fear, but this is about information on who you tell because it's swords. You've got manipulators. It's the devil card. I want you to be careful because once it slips to one person you think you can trust, it's not true because it's just going to spread. And then Roman's going to be the new bank, your new piggy bank. Your animals want you to know, I love this. First of all, they love you. That was the base card. But the animals are, don't eat. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. Something about ramen noodles. Maybe it's because they're so cheap that you're not going to have to eat noodles or the cheap. It's a metaphor for you're not going to have to be eating the cheaper meals here in the near future. But please be careful of who you tell about your gifts that you're receiving financially because you'll end up eating them again. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So it's more metaphorically. Your days of eating TV dinners or cheap ramen noodles are over, but be careful because you don't want to go back there. Okay, well, so basically the same thing. Okay. All right. All right. Benita Hill. Will my son Adam's co-parenting going to go in his favor? Oh, do we have a custody issue here? All right. Let's see. Co-parent. No matter the answer, I will tell you the truth, even if it's something you don't want to hear. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Not right off the bat. All right. So this is future, okay? He's going to be in limbo just for a little while longer. Okay, so this is disappointment. Don't give up. All right, keep fighting because eventually he'll get it. All right, this is just a mess of the justice system. That means in the future you have to take it back to court. All right, there's some information that is going to have to be cleared up. So they're going to be under the assumption that he can't handle the co-parenting. That's not true because this is illusion, confusion. Court's not going to quite believe that he can handle the co-parenting. He's going to have to go back and prove that he can. And this is him, King of Swords, proving with information and resources that he can handle it. Tell him not to give up. Okay. He's got to put a little bit more work into it. And these are finance cards. And I think he's going to have to say, no, I can handle it. I have the money. Okay. And then he'll get it. So don't quit. Going to court for 50-50. Yeah. It's a tough thing. Unfortunately, the court systems are not fair at all. There's a lot of biased judges out there. Dads usually get the wrong end of the deal. But tell him not to give up because eventually he'll get it. But the court system's going to be under the assumption that he can't handle it at first. He can go back and prove that he can. Okay, so just be patient. Let go, let God, okay? All right, Miss Mary. Last year during eclipse season, I had a pain and a burning sensation in the palm of my hand. Was that a symptom of my gifts coming online? Yep, it just showed me what it was. So the burning sensation in your hands, a lot of times during eclipses, there's a spiritual aspect to those. Burning of the hands is healing. You're a healer. Have you ever tried to lay hands on somebody? I'm not talking about demonic possession. Never put your hands on somebody that's demonically possessed. You don't physically touch them because that's a transference. But when it comes to aches and pains and disease and things like that, you activate those pretty little puppies and then you can lay hands on people. Yes, Miss Mary, that's one of your gifts. Yeah. You just remembering it? Well, that means you're coming into a time that you were meant to remember it and you're going to be using it in the future. Okay. All right. What's next? Well, let me refresh this one. Okay. Someone, I have received paperwork stating I'm being sued for past credit card charges. Bullshit. Okay. Sorry. Does Spirit suggest I try to resolve the issue, please and thank you? It's because it's all crap and that debt is eventually going to be wiped out. But for your peace of mind, let's see what Spirit says. And a lot of times you can pacify these people. Say, yeah, I'm working on it and I'm working on consolidating and all that stuff. It's like, shut up already. And then eventually, before you know it, they can't collect on those things. You had a card fly out. They're just trying to trick you. That's a hoodwinked card. No. You stand up against them. Nope. You put your money where it is better served. All right. So this is the Lover's card can be a contract card. All right. It's an agreement coming together. As you can see in the picture, as they come together, it's a contract. It's reversed. It's going to be reversed. So no, you're not obligated because all that crap's illegal. Yeah, military is going to take care of this contract. You can basically you can take action moving forward and saying, yeah, you're going to have to give me some time and maybe we'll look at it. What do they call it? You declare financial hardship and say, sorry, you can't get blood out of a turnip, and they'll get off your back for a little while. Eventually it's going to go away. You don't need to resolve anything. It's all illegal anyway. Okay. Will credit cards be a thing of the future? Yes. But people won't have, it'll be gold backed, meaning you can borrow against gold if you have it. You're actually borrowing against yourself. Same process, but only legit, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you don't agree to pay it back, if you agree to pay it back, people will agree to, oh, I'll just, when the RV happens, I'll pay my mortgage off. Why? I think that they're going to, it depends on how old your mortgage is. You may still have to pay the principal, but you won't have to pay the interest. It just depends. It's an individual thing. I can't do a broad reading on it because it's just going to be all over the place. Okay. All right. Miss Mary, do my spirit guides have any messages? Yes. Move. What? Very correct, Terry. Once they sell the debt to someone else, you're no longer responsible for it. Your contract was made with the original debtor, not the one who bought it. So basically, what's a credit card company wins? Okay, so he says, he chose Capital One. Okay, either God's speaking or it's thundering. It hasn't rained here in weeks. So let's say that Capital One comes in and says, here's a credit card. Okay, once you stop paying on the credit card and then they send it to collections, that's a new company. You didn't make an agreement with collections. Okay, you made it with Capital One. If Capital One gets rid of it, you ain't obligated to anybody. You see how they manipulate people? I'm just saying. All right. Your spirit guides have any messages, Miss Mary? We're going to have you move out of where you're at. Are you packing? Don't be sad. Oh, Miss Mary, your emotions, you're going to be all over the place. Within the next 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, you're going to go from sad, disappointment, heartbreak to jumping for joy. Look at these 2 threes. Things are going to happen so fast in your life, your head's going to spin. Wow. You have a mission to do, and they want you to stay focused on it. When you transition over to the happy, 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 be careful. Be very, very careful. Be very, yes, God, I haven't heard you in weeks. Rumble in the skies. Bring it on, Miss Mary. This is a reconciliation card. It's an emotional card. It's a gift-giving card. I want you to be very, very careful. And everybody hear me on this one. Because we're empaths and we're gift givers, our instinct when we get gifts, financially or whatever, we want to share and we want to spread the love. And this is, please do it slowly. Take a deep breath. Use discernment. We can't just be going out going, oh, here's some for you, here's some for me. Everybody gets some. We can't do that. You want to, and I know, because you've got God in your heart, and I get that. Take a deep breath. And you might be out there doing this to people and they don't deserve it, or they might do something nasty and ugly with it, and then it comes back on you and you could lose everything. Please, 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 Miss Mary. People are going to see you go from, man, it's really hard right now, to happy, happy, happy. And it's hard to hide your emotions. I'm not saying hide them and act all mean and go, I'm not happy, I'm mad. No, you don't have to fake it, but caution, okay? All right. Technically, Renee, yes. My son is going through this right now with, he and his wife are going through this. They keep selling off his mortgage. He didn't ask them to. One company buys out another one. Technically, you sign papers with the original mortgager, not the second and third parties. Technically, you can say no. Am I telling you to stop paying your mortgage? No. Don't do that. We're not there yet. Okay. All right. Roman, we're almost done, guys. How about a look at the tremors and spasms in head and neck this last 5 days? Some intense days. All right. Let's see. Roman's falling apart on us. Speaking of rumbling and tumbling with thunder and all that good stuff, I want y'all to, no, not quite us yet. Well, then again, it could from the sounds of it. The Midwest, Kansas, Oklahoma, all those pretty heavy storms. Keep them in your prayers. Okay. Why is Roman falling apart? Yeah, I was just wondering, Roman, are you sure you're not resetting for the positive? Like it's getting better, like your body's slowly adjusting? I mean, if you ever been to a chiropractor, when they're snapping and crackling and doing all the popcorn moves and stuff, it don't feel very good at first, and then you're like, oh, that feels better. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's not what you think. So there's your moon card. It's very confusing. It feels like, what is wrong with me? The Eight of Pentacles is everything's lining up. It's getting better and better and better and better. I mean, there's things that you can do to kind of ease the process. Yeah, but it's going to feel like you're falling apart before you get better. Roman, do what you can to make yourself comfortable. This is God working. It's a, hello. I hear boom. It's thundering. He's here. There's your happily ever after. It's all good. So this is like a slow process. Now, can he come in and snap his fingers and go, Roman's all healed? Yes, he can. But this is more of a allowing you to feel it. We just need to go through the process, is what Wings is showing me. Do what you can to make yourself comfortable. Not eating ramen noodles, but, you know, the way you position yourself when you're sleeping or resting, just things like that. I'll send Boomer over. He's great about making biscuits and massaging. I thought you were going to die yesterday. Let go, let God, baby. Just pray. Yeah, the breathing techniques, whatever you got. All right. Jojo McWill, what would my higher self like me to know this month? Don't go to jail. I agree, Joe Petrie. Slowly but surely, everybody's going to go to the island. All right, Jojo McWill, what you got for the rest of the month, which is really the rest of this week and a couple of days next week. I like your card that flew out. Go with the flow. You're just going to go with it. I think most of us are. We're just like, whatever happens, happens. We can feel it in the air. It's tangible. It's like, meh. A whole new beginning. This is why it's important. Here's a warning. Don't believe I'll say it, bullshit that's going to be floating all over the place. It's a Chicken Little moment that we're all going to be going through. The sky is falling. It's all horrible. And we're going to go, whatever. Don't believe in any of the crap. Because they want that loose. They want you down, depressed. You start seeing stuff happen. If God makes moves, you're going to hear everyone's been abducted by aliens or something. Whatever. Everybody's kind of used to just rolling their eyes at this point, going, whatever. No. Go with the flow. You've got new beginnings coming in. Stay grounded. Look at that beautiful abundance, fertility. I don't think you're having a baby. Keep your emotions in check. Okay? Trust the plan, continue on your mission. Just know that you have a different perspective. This is enlightenment, all right? You're not in limbo in this aspect. It just means that you have the inside information of what's really going on. Just kind of go with it. People start freaking out because you're going to have a moment, not just JoJo, but everybody. The world's going to feel like, what is happening? Nope. You're going to be there to do the hope, the optimism, and the healing for people. Okay? All right. Yeah, Jojo, I gave the condensed version of the dream because I never knew if I was going to be cut off or not. It was really just about the jobs that God was going to give people, people with boldness, power of prayer, and really to change a wicked world into a beautiful one. So it's really cool. All right. Let me double check my coffee page and then I'm going to let you guys go. Let's not push our luck today. Okay. And it is sounding like it's going to storm. Okay. Or Jesus is coming or something. I don't know. All right. We're going to go with it. All right, guys. Before I let you go, let's all honor and glory to God for allowing us to meet back here again and allowing the electronics to work. We'll give Lee a little bit of credit for all the wire mess, but all honor and glory to God. Okay. Now, with that being said, I will see you back here on Wednesday, Lord willing, and you can bring me some more questions. Okay. Other than that, I've got some readings to reschedule for people that absolutely want the face-to-face readings. I will get you rescheduled as quickly as I can. I can't do 100 in a day. You have to be patient with me. All right. We need a good storm too, Terry. It's so dry here. Everything is just dead. Okay. All right, guys. Take a deep breath. Go with the flow. Stay in prayer. Stay with God. And I guess that's it. Doreen, the coffee page is the site that you can go on. Terry and some of my mods, they usually put in the link. You click on it. Those are the questions that I get to first because they pay for their question to be answered. And I'm very grateful for their blessings. So it's in the description box of all of my channels. Okay. And Terry just put it back up there. Now, if you have a question that you want to do a Buy Me a Coffee and you need it answered between here and the next show, I will email you the answer back. But if you need me to do it live on air so you can see the cards, you got to wait till the next show. You just let me know. Okay? All right, guys. Keep your chin up and keep good vibes. All right, guys. I love you. Have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.